I'm here in Phuket, Thailand for a 9-day festival that is, without a doubt, one of the craziest I've ever seen. If my guide hadn't told me already, I wouldn't believe him that this festival is vegan.
What does that have to do with?
Absolutely nothing.
Now, when you hear vegan festival, you probably picture something serene. You could not be more wrong. The music isn't just loud, it's a full-on acoustic assault, like standing next to the main stage at a rock festival, if the band only played explosions. Then there's the smell. A confusing cocktail of gunpowder and, is that jasmine? My nostrils are having a breakdown. Through the thick, stinging smoke, you see a parade. Hundreds of people all dressed in crisp, clean white, looking very serene, very spiritual. Then a man strolls past, and he has 2 full-size swords sticking clean through his cheeks.
Are you seeing this?
He's got the calm expression of someone waiting for a bus. Right. So this is a festival. And to understand why half the town is cosplaying as human knife block, you first need to hear a story that sounds like it was made up in a pub.
It's story time!
So, how did I get here? From dreaming of a serene Thai island to witnessing a human pincushion parade. The official story I'm told is where things start to get truly weird. It starts with a group of Hokkien Chinese immigrants who settled on the island centuries ago to work in the tin mines. They brought their culture, their food, and most importantly, their very specific set of gods with them. Then, apparently, back in 1825, a visiting Chinese opera troupe got terribly sick with malaria. And instead of, inventing modern medicine, they decided to go vegan. Super vegan. They prayed to their 9 emperor gods and went on a purification binge. And it worked. They all got better. The locals, suitably impressed, decided to make it an annual thing, which led to a list of rules that got progressively more demanding. Go vegan. Now, officially, this is called the Phuket Vegetarian Festival. But the rules are so strict. No dairy, no eggs, no honey, that, for all intents and purposes, it's vegan. So that's what I'm calling it. Simple enough, I can handle that. Wear white shows purity. A nightmare to keep clean, but fine. No booze. Right, so I'm expected to watch this completely sober?
Are you out of your damn mind, Mom?
Understood. No lying, gambling, or arguing. A tough ask for some, but I'll try. No sex.
Wait, hold up.
Okay, now it feels like they're just taking all the fun out of it. This all sounds quite disciplined and frankly, a little bit dull. But then I see the extreme body modifications again, and I'm reminded this is anything but. So, how did this wholesome health retreat mutate into the extreme body piercing convention that I'm seeing right now? Every festival has its VIPs. At Coachella, it's influencers in flower crowns. Here, it's the Ma Song. This translates to horses of the gods, and their job is to be a kind of spiritual sponge. And watching them now as they're chosen by the gods to absorb all of the community's bad juju. Sickness, misfortune, evil spirits, they suck it all up so everyone else can have a lucky year. But how does one land this particular job? It's not like there's an ad on LinkedIn. The law says they are chosen by the gods through signs. I can only imagine what that entails. Does a god whisper your name in a dream? Does a piece of fruit fall on your head in a statistically improbable way? Or do you just draw the short straw at a temple meeting? Whatever the method, it results in these individuals preparing to perform their sacred duty by entering a deep trance. A state where they, allegedly, feel no pain. Allegedly.
Right.
I've seen people make that same face after stepping on a piece of Lego, and I'm pretty sure they felt it. This trance gives them the divine green light to start the piercings. I'm seeing simple skewers first. A classic, I suppose. But as I follow the procession, I realize the gods seem to have developed quite a taste for the dramatic over the decades. The whole thing has become a moving showcase of divine one-upmanship, and the sharp objects are starting to get a whole lot more ambitious. Now, you might be thinking of a simple spike or two. Quaint, traditional. But that's entry-level stuff. The veterans I'm watching now treat this like a trip to the hardware store. I'm talking swords, tire levers, power drills, and beach umbrellas. I just saw one man with the front end of a bicycle sticking out of his mouth, and he still looked less miserable than most people on their morning commute. And if you think facial decorations are the main event, you're wrong. Apparently, just being vegan isn't enough of a challenge for this crowd. You also have side quests. First up, the fire walk. This isn't just a quick hop across a few warm rocks like at some corporate retreat. This is a long pit, maybe 10 meters, filled with glowing red-hot coals. Gary! The Masong, still in their trance and carrying shrines, just walk across it. They don't run, they stroll, as if they're walking on a plush carpet. The heat coming off it is intense enough to singe my eyebrows from a safe distance, but they seem completely unfazed. One man even stopped halfway to pose for a photo. The absolute nerve! Then there's the ladder. Forget everything you know about ladders. This one's rungs are not made of wood or metal. They're made of sharpened blades, dozens of them, all pointing upwards. It's a vertical guillotine. And the devotees, barefoot, just start climbing. One step at a time, their full body weight pressing down on the sharpened edge. It's a slow, deliberate ascent into what should be a medical emergency. Meanwhile, actual doctors stand on the sidelines. I can see them handing out pamphlets on tetanus and basically screaming, "Please don't do that," through their polite smiles. But the devotees are unfazed. They're running on the Holy Spirit and divine protection. Which makes me wonder, is this still about faith? Or has it just become the world's most dangerous art project? Naturally, something this photogenically insane couldn't stay a local secret. I'm now witnessing the commercialization phase. This festival is clearly a premier event on the weird tourism calendar. Selfie sticks are everywhere, bobbing in the crowd like metallic birds. Tour groups are being herded around like confused cattle. And yes, you can buy souvenir t-shirts featuring your favorite piercing. I just saw one with a picture of a cheek pierced by a sword with "I survived Phuket" written underneath. The irony is staggering. There's a whole cottage industry here. Stalls sell miniature, blunt versions of the piercing skewers as keychains. Tourists jostle for position, trying to get the perfect holy selfie with the Masong in the background, completely oblivious to the sacred, or insane, act taking place. I have to wonder if the 9 emperor gods get a cut of the merch sales, or if they're okay with the sacred ritual being live streamed on TikTok with a trending dance track over it. The old timers I've spoken to grumble that it's losing its soul. But the devotees insist the purpose is the same, a spiritual cleanse for the town. It just so happens that this spiritual cleanse is also fantastic for the local economy. So, after 9 days of holy holes, fire walking, and tourist dollars, how does this glorious train wreck actually come to a stop? The final night is the grand finale of explosions. A massive, deafening procession to send the gods on their way in a storm of smoke and fire. It's even more intense than the opening days. The city feels like it's vibrating. The air is so thick with gunpowder you can taste it. It's a beautiful, terrifying, and utterly chaotic farewell. Then, the next morning, silence. The streets are swept clean, the tourists are gone, the town is officially purified. I see the Masong from the day before, now in their regular clothes, quietly removing their face furniture. They slap on some herbal paste and reportedly, wounds and holes will heal without a scar.
Huh?
This is a part my brain refuses to compute. I've seen the damage. I've seen the holes that you could pass a coconut through. Medical science says there should be permanent scarring, nerve damage, and a high risk of infection. Yet, the local belief is firm. The gods protect them. The wounds close, the skin mends, and within weeks, there's little evidence it ever happened. It's either a medical marvel or mass delusion, and I can't decide which is more unsettling. So, you're left standing there, smelling faintly of smoke, completely deafened, and utterly bewildered. It's a spectacle that is both deeply sacred and profoundly, magnificently bonkers. Is it faith? Is it madness? After 9 days of this, I'm going with yes. And I've learned a very valuable lesson. Never question a man with a garden tool sticking out of his face. He is probably having a better day than you are. Think you could hack it amid the smoke and the steel? Let us know in the comments what you found more shocking, the piercings or the fact that it's all vegan. And if you're post-racist for cultural experience that are way off the beaten path, make sure you hit subscribe. Because next, we're trading spiritual fervor for competitive chaos in rural France. Get ready for the National Pig Squealing Championship, where grown men and women battle it out to see who has the most convincing oink. It's loud, hilarious, and utterly unforgettable.